Good morning and good afternoon to the boomers out there. Champagne Crypto, the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's biggest cousin. Cryptography's finest. Bitcoin winter blast continues out there. Today we're talking about these icy conditions out there. Make sure you're bundled up. This indeed is a live broadcast. Make sure you're touching the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here daily, whether things are warm or cold. We're here booming with the best of them out there. Good morning to Crypto Stacks. I see you. The boomers are still here. Lee Banky, I see you out there. Cliff, it's a cold one out there, guys. I hope you guys are bundled up. The icy conditions, the black ice is out there. I don't want you guys slipping, falling, or losing control of the vehicle out there. Stay focused on the long gun out there. Sandro S is here. Good morning to you. The boomers here are congregating in the population of the chat box. What remains are a few good men here on the field during this crypto winter, this Bitcoin icy one, guys. It's a frosty one indeed. Crypto Stack says we will get through it. Stay the course. Indeed, indeed. The boomers are here and we're supporting each other. The crypto brothers here. We're not going anywhere. Rafterman says, yo, champ, good morning to Rafterman. Fanny says, man, we're all being sniped from all angles. Indeed, indeed. An attack on the left and the right flank. These weather conditions do not help. But the boomers are here to stay, guys. The boomers are here to stay. We will weather this crypto storm and we will stay the course. Indeed. Indeed. Make sure you're touching the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bells, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here daily. 7 watching here in the population of the chat box. Let me review today's mathematics there on CoinMarketCap and see how things are looking, but it continues to plunge. And this is not unexpected. We've been preparing and bracing for impact. We have the fireplace heated right now with the firewood, and we're prepared to go even lower. So let's do it. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's go through the storm. And the faster it passes by, the faster things will kaboom. So let's check out today's mathematics. Market at 104, looking slim, looking slim. 104 billion worldwide. Bitcoin dominance at 55.1%. Bitcoin continues to drop in price. We're not surprised there at 33.14, down 9%. It's a bloodbath today. Ripple as well. The trash bags of central bank coin that smells like is down there at 29 cents. Ether is looking malnourished. Will this be the end for Ether? We got $84 on Ether. Stellar seems to be one of the top performers here as far as the top 10 when it comes to moving up in the rankings. At Stellar at 10 cents. It's down 14% today, but it's performing better than others. Tether now is the number 5 coin at $1. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision is not going away this week. It's at $101. Let me know there in the population of the chat box what you think about Bitcoin SV. It's now surpassed Bitcoin Cash as far as market cap. Is this a price manipulation or what's going on? We got Bitcoin Cash there at 101. We have gotten some information here that Gemini will be supporting Bitcoin Cash. We'll be talking about that. EOS slipping down the rankings at $1.64, down 23% over the past 24 hours. It's not looking good for what some call the Ethereum on steroids. It looks like none of these coins are on any performance enhancing supplements out there. We need to send packages out worldwide to all the crypto developers, guys. Do it now. Litecoin looking slim at $23. Tron there at 1 cent. Cardano at 2 cents. Monero at 43. IOTA at 21. NEM at 6. And Binance down a lot today too at 429. Shalom's here. Lee is here. He says SV manipulation. Shalom says SV is trash. I seem to agree with you guys. Rafterman says doing my 3 shots today, my weekly dollar cost average. He gets Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Zcash. Okay. Revolutionist says I'm digging in so deep I'm in a bunker. Shout out to the Cardano general out there. Lee Banky says, did you get your OBS figured out? I may be able to help you. Let me know, champ. No, I haven't gotten it figured out. And to be honest with you, I haven't really tried this week. I tried last week and, to do a couple of things that people had suggested here with the graphics card or whatnot, but it didn't work. So I may have to just delete the program and reinstall it. And if that doesn't work, maybe I'll reach out. But we'll figure it out. I appreciate you, Lee Banky. Fanny Castile says, man, we are being sniped from all angles indeed. D-Rock says, what's up, everyone? And Jan K says, Wright needs to go to jail. I don't know about all that. Let a man say whatever he wants to say. We're not the crypto authorities out here. If you don't like the coin, Jank, just don't go behind it. It's not a big deal. Shalom says 40% of Litecoin on the move. Get ready for $4 USD Litecoin. Ooh, that's not good. The Dow's crashing and Ford is laying off 25,000 people, says Shalom. And D-Rock says, Champ, ETH loses 2 of their largest projects to TRX. That must be breaking news. I don't know about that, D-Rock. Let us know which of the projects that are moving over to TRX. Now, I know that they got the TRC20 tokens, and now TRX has surpassed Cardano, and it's coming for EOS right now. So let me know what you think about TRX out there. Jan K, pump and dump is illegal out there. I don't know if he's pumping or dumping. I don't have the information out there, Janky. And again, I'm not the crypto authority, so and this channel is not for crypto authorities either. So, whatever. Derek McLean says someone get either a tampon or pad. Vitalik needs one with all the blood out there, says Derek McLean. Indeed. D-Rock says TRX scaling, more transactions daily. Yeah, and I've seen that community growing with the TRX, and I've been seeing more dApps out there. So that's what it is. That's what it is. It's losing. EOS is losing right now, and it looks like Tron TRX may even come for EOS right now. So let me know. Shalom says General Motors lays off 16,000, 425,000, and Bayer 12K. The stock markets are not looking good. I don't know how this is going to correlate directly or indirectly to the crypto. Let me know what you think. Live stream health on the red out there. It looks like we're being sniped there on the angles by some IADs, but it's all good. We'll continue to push forward. I came across some information here that, may be attractive to you guys out there. Crypto exchange Gemini has announced that they will be listing Bitcoin Cash with NYDFS approval. Who is NYDFS? I don't know exactly. They seem like some regulator out there. The Winklevoss-owned Gemini crypto exchange is adding support for Bitcoin Cash. They haven't talked about supporting SV Vision. Any cryptocurrency sent to Gemini over a blockchain that we do not support, such as Bitcoin SV, will be invalid and irrecoverable. So they're not supporting SV out there. We are continue to evaluate Bitcoin SV over the coming weeks or month, and we may or may not choose to support withdrawals or trading to Bitcoin SV in the future. So what do you think? I mean, is SV just a pump and dub? We just see Jan K's not happy with Bitcoin SV, and a lot of others are not happy. Me personally, I don't care about Bitcoin SV. I don't support it either. I think it's funny bunny out there. So, it is what it is. I'm not the crypto authority, so I'll leave that up to the rest of the authorities out there. But it doesn't smell good to me. Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash and EOS are going to zero, says Shalom. Liquidity is the problem. Bitcoin Cash, I'm not on that train. EOS I like, but I see the holes in the boat out there. D-Rock says crypto not looking good for a store of value. Most are just hodling, hoping to recoup losses. I think that's why more money going into the stable coins out there, says D-Rock. And the stable coins to me are funny bunny. They're funny bunny, and they may look all right now, but I don't believe in the mid to long term viability of these stable coins. How are they being? How are the blocks being mined? How are the coins being created? That's the big question out there. And apparently, like with Tether or whatnot, they're backed 1-to-1 by actual cash, but I don't think it's ever been audited, so I don't know. Lazar says EOS with 4 billion invested, crazy out there, says Lazar. Indeed. Let's check out another article here over there on coindesk.com. It appears like Coinbase is considering adding 30 new crypto assets to its exchange, which is a pretty big deal. I mean, they have a few tokens out there listed, most recently Zcash, but now they're considering adding out to about 30 crypto assets. It's after adding support for several new tokens over the past months. Coinbase has revealed more than 30 crypto assets it's considering for listing. However, the San Francisco-based exchange is not adding the 31 tokens to its platform just yet, but rather it's continuing to explore the addition. So, I mean, I don't know why they would be adding more tokens if they don't believe in a future for crypto. The post went on to say, furthermore, our listing process may result in some of these assets being listed solely for customers to buy and sell without the ability to send or receive using a local wallet. Finally, as per our listing process, we will add new assets on a jurisdiction by jurisdiction basis, which allows us to add assets efficiently and responsibly, says this article regarding Coinbase adding more coins, up to 30. And a lot of people are saying Ripple is going to be added. So for those financial legacy people that are attracted to that system, you know, Ripple may be listed. D-Rock says, I agree, champ. Stable coins are BS, but that's what driving the bear. More stable coins moving up the ranks, scared money. Yeah, indeed. I think the stable coins are being used to manipulate, although I don't have any direct evidence. And again, like I said before, I'm not the crypto authority out there. So, you know, that's what it is. Rafterman says the New York State Department of Financial Services is the NYSDFS. Okay, thanks for clarifying that, Rafterman. Crypto Stack says Larimer is the one who's pumping and dumping projects as opposed to Craig Wright, I guess, Crypto Stacks. Indeed. I don't know. I mean, you know, it seems like he's going to do another blockchain. As soon as he announced that he's, you know, considering another blockchain or something else. He hinted there on Telegram. Dan Larimer, the head developer of EOS, I see the price go down, which is not a good thing. And I like EOS, but, you know, there's holes in that boat, arguably. D-Rock says, what's the next Coinbase coin? I would not be surprised if it's Ripple. Out there, D-Rock. Lazarus says, and the volume of Bitcoin buying BSV is insane. Bittrex now at 1771. So some are speculating that Bitcoin SV, Satoshi Vision, is being pumped out there and dumped by Craig Wright. Some people are calling him a scam artist or whatnot. I don't know. I'm not the crypto authority, and I frankly don't care. But I'll tell you, it smelled funny bunny from the beginning. I never believed he was Satoshi. Mark D says, took a big short position on Ethereum at 98, loving the short life champ. $20 in play for ETH. Okay, well, congratulations to you. I'm not fond of the shorts out there, but I could see that some people are taking those positions because, like I said yesterday and the week prior, it is a possibility that things will go down out there, and I won't be surprised out there. Mark D. Shalom says old Dan loves a good scam out there, so people are not very confident in Dan Larimer as of late. So that's what it is. D-Rock says Coinbase has to answer to all U.S. regulations. Maybe that's why Ripple and Stellar haven't been listed on their exchange manipulated currency with zero checks and balances. That's a good point. I never thought of that there, D-Rock. D-Rock's making some good points as of late. I appreciate it, D-Rock. Shalom says once Ripple is listed, it's going to dump immediately. And that may be the case. And that's not the only time that we've seen a coin get listed and then dumped right after. So that's what it is. Derek says, is it me or is Champ's audio cutting out a little bit? It probably isn't you. The audio could be cutting off out there, Derek. Over here on my end, I'm getting a signal that my live stream health is in the red. I don't know what that's due to. If it's due to, you know, my end, or, you know, if we're being throttled. You know how we have problems here with the live streams or whatnot. But, you know, you're probably not the only one out there because I do read red here on my live stream. But we'll continue to push forward with the voice here. Indeed. Market cap under 100 billion this weekend, Lee Banky's asking. I think anything's possible. I'm not sure if we've witnessed less than 100 billion as of late. I don't think so. I think that's kind of been the support for the entire market. But at this pace, you know, things could go lower out there, Lee. I think we've all been bracing for impact out there. So that is what it is apparently out there. Shalom, Dan is looking like a shyster, truth be told, Mark D. Yeah, it's not, you know, it's not looking good right now with Dan. You know, I like the projects that he's created and some of his libertarian ethos out there, but I would tend to agree, you know, it's not looking good. But again, he's entitled to do whatever he likes, but that's what it is. Rafterman says, have a great weekend, champ. Stay frosty, boomers. Boom. We'll have to stay warm out there, Rafterman. We don't want to stay frosty out there. Rafterman with his daily $2 gratuity there in the population of the chat box. Let me drop some cash off the ceiling for you. I appreciate you out there, Rafterman. Always showing love out there. The super chat's open, guys. If you want to show love, $2, $20, 200, 2,000, or just a positive comment. Champagne in is appreciative for all the love out there in the box out there. Thank you, Rafterman. I appreciate you. Derek McLean says, it's all good, champ. Keep on booming. no, we're booming out here, no matter what out there. So, you know, we got problems here with the software, with the live stream. I know things are choppy, a little sloppy or whatnot, but we get the voice across and the message across, and that's what really matters out here. Lazarus says ETF delayed to February 27th. Sorry to jump ahead, champ. Yeah, that's actually something I was going to talk about. Although the Van Eck ETF approval, they're cautiously optimistic, says a article here on ccn.com. It says Van Eck, we're cautiously optimistic on the Bitcoin ETF approval. So that has been pushed back to February 27th. Increased transparency and better structure, says this article, explaining the reason behind the company's optimism. He said, which is Brad Smith. I think this gentleman has to do with the ETF. He says the last day the ETF can be approved is end of February. We think we may have met all the required market structure obstacles and requirements on pricing, custody, evaluation, and safekeeping. So there you go. That's some semi-bullish information. Kaboom out there, Lee Banky. Showing love, $24.99 in the population of the chat box. I appreciate you, Lee, a developer out of Apollo. Still haven't checked it out, but it's all love out there. Lee's always like the first guy here to comment in the population as soon as I go live. Always showing love out there. I appreciate you, Lee. Thank you for the $24.99. That definitely goes to the champagne Baby Champagne Formula Fund out there. Keep the young boomers strong. $25 there. Do you guys got 25 on it? Lee Banky just raised the bar out there. I appreciate you. Definitely. I humbly appreciate that, Lee. Thank you very much out there. Roger Ripple says, boom, it's Friday. Indeed, indeed. Shout out to Roger Ripple. Welcome back to the population. Rafterman says, sniper shots sniping the funny bunnies and those baby bear cubs out there. Let me go ahead and snipe out a baby bear cub for Lee and for Rafterman. Boom. Let me snipe out a funny bunny out there for you guys. Boom. I see you guys. Thanks again, Lee. Thank you again. I appreciate you. Rafterman says, who cares about ETFs? Not champagne, but I do understand that, you know, if the ETF gets approved, maybe that for the short term will have a positive impact. So, we want to focus on whatever could be positive news out here. Definitely when things are cold, we want to make sure we focus on, like I said, those positive things. Nano says, picked up some more Champ, check out Reggie Middleton's interview he did with New Kids on the Blockchain. Big things are happening with Very, tokenizing the world out there. Yeah, I was focused on what Reggie had to say about Veritasium about a year ago. Now, my understanding is, though, that Reggie owns a lot of the Veritasium out there, and that could be a conflict of interest. Now, at the same time, I've heard some good things about the project, so I can't really criticize it. I don't know, but, those are things that I have heard of, that, Reggie does own a lot of the bags out there, so that could be a good or a bad thing. I don't know. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Thank you for sharing that, Nano. Rafterman says, who cares about ETF? We read that. Lee says, I'm actually not a dev. I'm the community coordinator. Happy Friday. Okay. That's good to know out there, Lee. And I will check it. And I keep telling you I will check it again, but I haven't, and I'm not going to lie and say that I did, but I will sooner than later. Mark D says, there will be no ETF. Let's get serious, says Mark D. Well, we mentioned that yesterday. The SEC commissioner, I forgot her name, but she's, crypto friendly, but we quoted her yesterday in an article saying that don't expect an ETF to be approved anytime soon, she says. So, that's what she said. So, it's more along the lines of Mark D, what he's saying. He says he doesn't expect one to be approved. So, you may be right there, Mark D. And I frankly don't care about the ETF. So that's what it is. D-Rock says, curious to see what happens with 60% of Litecoin being moved around. Hope it's not Bitcoin Satoshi Vision type of manipulation. I'll still buy Litecoin even if it hits 4 out there. Okay. Yeah. I wonder how much, the SV crew, Craig Wright and them are able to sway the market out there. I don't know. I know that they have a lot of Bitcoin. I don't know how much. Apparently, he thinks he's Satoshi himself, which is funny to me. But, whether he is or not, it appears like they do have a lot of bags out there, and they can somewhat impact the market. I just don't know how much. Once the ETF is approved, we will dump again, says Shalom. And you may be right. I mean, as soon as they approved futures last year, things dumped. So you may be right. Rafterman does not want the ETF. Lee Benke doesn't want it either. We don't need legacy suits. Okay, I like the few good men that remain here. It seems like you guys are definitely focused on what crypto stands for, an alternative to the banking system. Shalom says, traders sell the news and buy the rumor. Indeed, sell the news and buy the rumor. You are right about that, Shalom. Lazor says there are other on-ramps for institutional money besides the ETFs out there, says Lazor, and that apparently could be true out there. So let's see. You know, a lot of people are speculating that these banks are stacking up right now and repositioning their bags. Let's see where all things head to. I'll take a few more comments and questions. I'm going to keep this live stream short today, but I'll be back after this live stream today for our second live stream. I do the self-improvement, general self-improvement chat, the crypto, the diet, the exercise. I want to talk about some new diets there that I've been focused on perhaps adopting, some of the strength goals out there, some of the programs or whatnot, and, you know, talk about that. We'll have an open discussion outside of crypto. Like I said before, I believe that the crypto has brought us to an alternative frequency, not only for economics, but also for diet, exercise, and overall well-being. So make sure you catch our second live stream that we're doing every Friday, and today we're going to be doing it again. So I'll take a few more comments and questions before I tune this stream off, and then we'll take like about a 5 to 10 minute intermission. I'll come back on and we'll do the second live stream and have an open discussion out there if you guys want to talk about things aside from crypto. Keep the alternative path pure, says Rafterman. Indeed. D-Rock says, why would ETF get involved with crypto? Crypto doesn't drive the price of anything but crypto. Gold and silver don't move from crypto. I don't see the point. Well, D-Rock, they want to continue to sell more products out there. You know, it's another product because, you know, on the other side right now with the stocks and the bonds, it's not looking good either. Okay. It's starting to get frosty on that side as well. So they need a new bag to sell, apparently. You know, I don't know, but that's what it is. Roger says, this is a crypto ice age. Indeed, it's getting frosty out there. And like we said before, and this is the bottom line, I'm going to keep repeating this during the crypto winter, the price could go into the $1,000 range. Okay, the price could go into the $1,000 range. If you're here for the long gun, you need to be prepared and bundle up out there. Stay warm if the frost blows even colder out there. Make sure you have your firewood out there, guys. But it could go even lower. So you got to be bracing for impact. Like I've said so many times before, we will be separating the men from the mice, the pits from the poodles, the victors from the victims. Which side are you on? And you need to be prepared for everything out here. Indeed. Shalom's a large believer in Vary, but the price is likely going down to 6. Everything's going down right now, seems like, Shalom. So, you know, that's what it is. Revolutionist says, for cryptos to have true value, they must have real world use, such as physical resource trade. Yeah, and I think we've been saying, I think D-Rock's also been mentioning that, like, you know, where's the use case scenario? Where are people actually using it? And it seems like the only true coin out there really being used is Bits itself. But, you know, the rest of these altcoins, people are just kind of playing with them. I do believe that there's going to be an altcoin out there that really shines in the mid to long term, but that one hasn't rise out of the ashes just yet. And perhaps maybe it's Cardano once they implement the dApps or whatnot. I don't know, but it better hurry up because Tron is picking up speed. Tron is picking up speed. I think D-Rock just mentioned they Ether lost a couple projects to Tron. If someone could go ahead and confirm that and let me know which projects went over from Ethereum to TRX. That would be interesting to know. Speculation in crypto appears to be over. Only real world utility will now move price. And that's a good thing out there, Mark. If that's true, if the speculation is over and most have capitulated, then, you know, maybe we're down to a true price. And that's, you know, that's okay out there. You know, remove the funny bunny out there. Snipe out the funny bunnies and the baby bear cubs. And let's get the show on the road already. Queen says definitely a winter today. Shout out to Queens. Let me drop a bomb for you. Boom. Where's my bombs at? Where's my bombs at, guys? Boom. There it is. Shout out to Queens out there. Definitely a winter today, indeed. 97% of the altcoins are going to zero in this downtrend, says Shalom. And I would not deny that. We've talked about crypto winter survival tips last week, and I expect the majority of these coins to liquidate, 97 or maybe even more. Of course, I believe Bitcoin will rise from the ashes, and there's going to be a few coins that really remain, but this is comparable to the .com bust there sometime at the turn of the millennium. D-Rock says he's going to buy some TRX and hopefully ETH figures out what they're going to do. I'll get back on ETH. Yeah, ETH is looking bad out there. It's nothing but promises. It's been a year of promises and promises about the sharding, the plasma, the Casper. I've heard it all from Vitalik, but I haven't seen the upgrade out there. So that's what it is. Can someone, contact Vitalik sooner than later and let him know we need him in the gym now? Tron is poaching EOS and NEO developers out there. Okay, and that could be true. Rafterman says Lightning Network is awesome for Bitcoin. And, I don't know. I don't know. Lightning Network, I know it could speed things up and a lot of people like it. But, just to play devil's advocate, Lightning Network is an off-chain solution. So, is that a good thing or not? I don't know. This is a normal price action, says Shalom. Revolutionist Queen says, I know Revolutionist loves these prices of Cardano out there. Yeah, let's send our positive energy to Revolutionist. I mean, he's all in on Cardano. So let's see it, boom. If it's not for anyone, just for Revolutionist out there. He's the Cardano general. I want to see it win. PoonDX has real world use, says Revolutionist. I assume that's some sort of exchange. I've seen the name floating out there, but I haven't done any research on it, so I don't know. Doc Gunslinger's here. He says, I can tell it's a winter day. It's 72 here in Vero Beach. Yeah, even in the southern states, things are even frosty out there, so that's the deal. Lightning Network for the smaller transactions, says Lazor. Mark D says, time to bet short. Plenty of kabooming on the downside. Parabolic downtrend is still intact. And you may be right, Mark D. You may be right. I'm not a fan of the shorts. I'm not really on BitMEX or whatnot. I'm not, a swing trader or a day trader, but you may be right, Mark D. Indeed. The Revolutionist says, I will be buying more Cardano over the next few days, but I do think it's going to go even lower. And yeah, brace for impact out there, boomers. Brace for impact. This thing may go very low. A Cardano could be a good buy under 1 cent, says Shalom. Okay. Queen says, PoonDX does have a future, just needs the mass adoption. Roger Ripple says 32 here in the population of the chat box, guys. Indeed, the boomers are here. Thank you to Lee Banky there for that gratuity, the $25. We got Rafterman drop 2 in the bucket out there. The super chat's open if you want to show love. If not, drop a positive comment out there. I do interpret that as love as well. And I'll take a few more comments and questions before we get out of here. We're going to take a few minute intermission, about 10 minutes. I'll load up a new thumbnail or whatnot and get ready for our second live stream talking about crypto diet and exercise. We got to make sure that we do not get off target out here during this crypto winter and forget about self-improvement, forget about sharpening our blade. It's important that everybody hits the gym and continues to find alternative ways to become a better man out there, not only when it comes to the crypto, but when it comes to the diet, the exercise, and the overall well-being. So I hope that you guys stay here and rock with me out here. We'll have an open discussion, talk about that, and generally anything else you guys would like to talk about. Nano says 90% of the alts are vaporware. They will disappear come 2019. This is why you should diversify into the top coins and precious metal, folks. Just my opinion, says Nano Joe. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Nano. I've been talking about holding the majority of your bag in Bitcoin for a long time now because, most of these alts, it's not that they're scams. It's that most of new businesses fail. And, we're in a new industry and most of these coins are going to completely crash and burn, just like most of the startups, the tech startups did when before the dot-com bubble burst. Money and Muscle, Mark D says. I like that. That's a good name for a channel out there, Mark D. Money and Muscle. I like that, Mark D. Many of these top 10 coins will also go to zero, says Shalom, and I wouldn't doubt it either. I think I said this in my crypto winter survival tips. I think there's probably going to be about 5 to 7, maybe 10 coins that really survive this. Will it even be the top 10 coins now? I don't even know. I don't even know. Right now, the only one I'm truly believing in for the long gun is Bitcoin. We've tried to talk about which one is, what altcoin is the one that really shines out there. And it seems like the majority of the population of the chat box cannot agree with one altcoin that they would sit with, as opposed to Bitcoin. Some say Cardano, some say Litecoin, some say, someone just saying Veritasium, and everybody has a different opinion, but apparently no one can agree. Sacred Game says, "Hey champ, what happened to the market?" Well, you're watching it. The market's going down right now. Sacred, it's a frosty one out there. 34 watching here in the population of the chat box. Rafterman says it's not just about the top 20. If it is if it's a true project or has and is being used. Yeah, I think everybody could agree with that. We need crypto adoption. We need people actually using this. And, you know, that's why I like, you know, the blockchains that have a community like Tron, like EOS, because I actually see the people using those blockchains. And now TRX is moving up in the rankings. So let's see. Let's see. Revolutionist says, despite the drop, I believe Cardano, and I believe it will outshine most other years from now once this winter has passed. So, yeah, I mean, Q1 is going to be a very big trial for Cardano. They need to deliver in this first quarter. I don't want Cardano acting like Ethereum out there, making a bunch of promises and not delivering. So we need to hold Cardano accountable, and hopefully they'll launch and stay on their roadmap there for Q1. Kaboom out there to Queen's Races. He says, thank you for the positive energy, champ. Thank you for the gratuity out there. Let me drop some cash off the ceiling there. Queen's Races. Check out his YouTube channel. He's racing cars in the streets of New York City out there, and he's showing love to all the boomers worldwide. Thank you once again out there, Queens. Tokens have a better chance to survive, says Shalom. Litecoin will survive. I hope so. I hope so out there, Shalom. I hope so. All right, if there's no more comments and questions, I think I'm going to get out of here. Take a little intermission. I'll come back with the second live stream. We'll talk about crypto diet, exercise, and anything else you guys would want to talk about out there. Keep it positive. Keep it on the frequency of self-improvement out here, guys. I don't want to be panicking. I don't want to be negative on the markets. We need to you know, manage the expectations, and when things aren't going good in the crypto, we'll focus on other areas to improve on so that we can overall holistically improve as a unit. D-Rock says 100% agree. Crypto needs to be useful and not just a cool project. We need the daily use crypto for things outside the buying crypto. Indeed, out there. I agree with D-Rock. And Mark D says, I can't foresee any catalyst anytime soon to create FOMO, short for riches. Mark D shorting them out there, and I'm not mad at you, Mark D. I'm not, you know, fan of the shorts, but you know, I can see your strategy out there. Shalom says, thanks, champ. Be safe. Thanks for tuning in out there, Shalom. Nice to see you back in the box. Revolutionist says he agrees with D-Rock, and Mark D says enjoy the weekend, guys. So on that note, I think I'm going to take off and shut down this stream. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Hopefully you guys that want to stick around will stick around, and we can talk about things outside of crypto and continue to sharpen our blades out there. Look like 300 crypto Spartans for the end of the year and into 2019 and beyond. On that note, I'm out of here. Thank you for all the love out there, everybody that dropped into the super chat and everybody else that dropped a positive comment. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.